How's she going, my son, and welcome back to Undertale. We discovered that the items in this game for your equipment aren't super relevant for your actual end damage and defense, or damage taken, but in terms of the numbers they spit out at you, but they do have an impact. So the best stuff is still the best to equip. Although in the case of the weapons, you tend to do more damage with the weapons you're actually good with, in terms of the swing meter. Now, because we're testing this on Asgore as a pretty stable test dummy here, because, you know, he doesn't die immediately, and he has way enough health to soak a bunch of damage that we can throw at him. And he also does enough damage that we can see the difference in the armors. Okay, so first we're going to test the damage, because I went in here with the Temi armors equipped. Tell Asgore that he's killed you 7 times. He nods grievously. So yeah, Asgore is timeline aware, but not to the extent of Sans, and certainly not to the extent of Flowey. Because I honestly think Flowey persists per reset. Unless it's a true reset, of course. Because that's literally acting like you just bought the game again. Unless, of course, you've made a deal with the devil. Okay, so his stats have dropped. Although the check menu still says 80, if I recall correctly. Okay. That's adding like another 20. Because I'm still wearing the armor. So like, it's like base 100, Temi armor adds like 20 damage. Recollection in his eyes from the talk command gives it like another 20. Better swing meters help too. Ah! One more. Ah! I'm no good with the knife! I'm no good with the knife swings! Because, like, what do you use it for? The stick? Which, I mean, isn't that relevant. The, oh, crap. Crap, I don't have the weapons in my inventory. Right. Crap. Asgore, do me a favor. I'm just gonna do, like, the worst hit possible. Kill me! Kill me, kill me. Come on, kill me. Are you serious? I want to see how little damage I can do now. $72. Seems to be the least I can do with this setup. Whoops. You gotta like double tap it really fast. One more. Thank you. Okay. So, the talk command seems to add a flat 20. Although I suppose we don't really need the other weapons to test that any further, because, I mean, we're just going to see the flat 20 being added to them as well. So, one last thing to add. How much does eating the pie in front of him add? Because the pie is also something stated to reduce his stats. Let's find out. So, it definitely seems to be a thing that boss monsters can attack your UI. They're aware enough of the mechanics of the world, whether they know it's actually a video game or not, is up for debate. But the fact that they're aware enough that there is a button that allows this human to spare me, I'm going to break it so he can't. So he has to fight me. So, you know. And further proof of this, Asriel, as Flowey, who has basically the essence of a boss monster, even though he doesn't have the soul anymore, is very capable of screwing with your UI, even before he becomes Omega Flowey, and is literally at that point about as powerful as you are, actually, as a player in the meta-narrative of this game. Because, he can literally write save files. He can save state reviews and shit on you. The spell reminded Asgore of something. Asgore's attack down. Asgore's defense down. Now, this has happened twice. He's only doing 2 damage to me now with the Temi armor. So that cuts his... So the 2 drops cuts his attack in half twice. So he's down to a fourth of his stats. Doesn't seem to be that much for the defense, though. And that's where I usually land on the meters, too. It's like it adds like another 10? Yeah, it adds about another 10. It's interesting. Every little advantage, because, I mean, you know, you have noodle arms when you're a level 1 character, or a level of violence 1 character in this, because, well, your level of violence is only 1. You haven't hurt anybody. You haven't distanced yourself from anybody enough. And I just realized I made this really hard for me to die. Here we go. That'll help. Yeah, still doing 4 damage. But that's still, you know, it's still way less because I've dropped his attack twice. But yeah, your level of violence is 1. You don't have the ability to hurt people, at least not very well. Although, since you're a human being, you know, there's a couple of different theories on it. It's like, you know, original sin, stuff like that. I just simply think because you're a human being, and your body runs more on the laws of physics than of intent, you know, you can swing your weapon, even if your level of violence 1, and still hurt something. Because the laws of physics simply dictate you're going to inflict this much force on a target when you swing your weapon this way. You know, when you swing your arm with the thing in your hand and you hit another thing with it, the force of the thing in your hand moving forward is going to impact on the thing you strike, be it another object or another living creature. You know, it's how this shit works. There isn't much else to test in this fight. Although I want to test something really quick. I want to see what happens, if anything, when you equip the heart locket in the fight. If he sees it actively, if it does something to him. I doubt it, but you never know. You never know. I mean, especially if you're working up the headcanon that he was giving it to Chara, right? Or, although I suppose that would be Asriel giving it to him, but I don't know, maybe. Equip the heart locket. Nothing happened. Okay. Oh, that was the worst. 58, that's terrible. Kill me. Kill me, please. Ow. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so, that's about all we can really do with Asgore, because, you know, it's a fight. It's not really, it's not an encounter with, like, most of the other bosses where you have, act things you can screw around with and stuff. So, I believe, unfortunately, I have to, quit my game here to get set up for the So Sorry encounter. So I will BRB. And we are back in the mysterious far-off future of October the 10th, 2016. In other words, I've tinkered with my clock settings. Yeah, okay. Although, I'm going to... hang on. Hang on. Yeah. This is my favorite weapon. Okay. So we should have the So Sorry encounter available to us. All the way back in Hotland, so apologies, we're going to be trotting for a little bit. There really is only 2 variations on how to solve the encounter with him. Kill him or don't kill him. And from what I remember, because I did do the encounter, but the recording screwed up, is that you can't really, like, you can't overkill him, and you can't, like, kill him faster than his dialogue goes through. There's, like, damage gating and stuff. So, it's really kind of just like a pacifist fight where you're an asshole. But, I mean, it's both sets of dialogue are actually pretty amusing. So, I'm going to give you both. And we got to do the fight option first, though, because obviously we want to true pacifist this file, so we're going to have to make the part where we kill him non-canon by resetting. I mean, it's canon in the grand continuity of this run, I guess, including the reset where I had to redo the whole game over again to get this footage again. But it didn't happen as far as the characters are concerned. Except Flowey, but fuck him. Fuck him. Little bastard's been stiffing me this entire run. Screw him. I can't blame him, though. I gave him blue balls in the hole. He was about to see his best friend come back, and I just went, nope! And I reset the game. I can understand he's pissed at me. Okay. Hopefully I can do this on one life bar, because I don't have any healing items. Rather than noodles, but they don't do fuck all unless you're in serious mode. Nope. Well, Timmy armor, defense, and hopefully me not sucking will have to do. Art Club, meet here, next meeting October 10th. Oh, 8 p.m. Balls! Balls, I'm only at 7:30. Crap. Well, BRB. And we are back once again. I apologize for screwing up the, so sorry timing. I might actually cut that whole bit out, so I might be apologizing for nothing. We'll see. We'll see how long the episode ends up. If I am apologizing for nothing, well, I'm Canadian. That happens. Although I did switch my... No, that wasn't it. Yep. Okay. I did mention that I don't have any food, so I'm going to have to do the fight pretty much flawlessly. But that shouldn't be a problem, simply because the Timmy armor is ridiculous, and I have done the fight twice before, because I've done both paths, but I've buggered up the recording, so I have to do it again like I am now. Whoops. So, you know, I know what's happening. I know what's going to come. It's not like I've had a lot of practice with the fight, but, I mean, it's not that hard. It is interesting, though. It does some mechanics that the other fights that in this game don't do, so, you know, it's worth doing. Although I would like to address anyone in the comments going to get uppity about the origin of this character. He is a Kickstarter character made by an artist of questionable content, let's put it that way. Don't bring that into my channel. Don't bring that into my, comment section. I don't care where he came from. The man put down a lot of friggin' money to help make this game possible, and in exchange, he got to put a character in the game. Not to mention it's a super secret character that you're not technically supposed to be able to find without sheer blind luck or looking it up anyway. So if you really don't want him to be in your game, just act like he's not there in the first place. It's that simple. However, since this is a playthrough where I'm trying to find as much as I can, I'm going to find him, and I'm going to punch him in the face, and then I'm going to reset time and be friends with him. Because I'm weird like that. Okay. Should work this time. Yep. Ah! I'm late! I'm late! I'm so sorry! Also, his hat is different every time you fight him. You're blocked in politely. Have away. Oops! Oh, oops, that hurt! So sorry, I must have gotten in the way. I really shouldn't stand so close. I'm just being troublesome. Oh crap, hang on. Yeah, his tail lights up. The different colors you have to dodge it. Which is interesting. Darn it, I keep getting in the way. So sorry, I'm such an oaf. Wandering in front of you. Oh crap. Wrong color. The enemy looks perturbed. Are you trying to kill me? So sorry, but I've had a really tough year. I don't know if I could take you killing me on top of everything. You should find someone else to kill. So sorry. As you can see, I'm just doing a flat 100 every time. I said I'm not interested in the offer. Sorry, I must not have enunciated clearly enough. I am not interested in being killed. Thank you very much. Although I think he doesn't... I don't know if he does any other attacks when you're killing him instead of trying to be his friend. Look, stranger. I guess I'm going to have to tell the truth. My whole life, I've never been worth a whole lot of EXP. Everyone else at my work, in my classes, would raise a person's LV by 4 or 5 when destroyed. But me, I wouldn't increase your LV. I wouldn't even increase your LV at LV1. For this reason, I've never been very good at getting killed. So I'm flattered that you want to destroy me. But you are making a big waste of your time. So stop killing me. Enemy taps his fingers together like jackhammers. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you stop killing me, I'll pay you 200G. Enemy taps his fingers together. Okay. Say 1. 220G? What is that face? He turned into a Picasso painting all of a sudden. 300G? Greedy tush wiggle attack. I was waiting for that line of dialogue. Wait a second. You trying to kill me? Could it be because you don't like me very much? No, that can't be. This is just a friendly, killing between acquaintances. Pals, we're still pals, right? Okay, maybe not pals, but, friendly strangers? You know, just one step away from being buds? I mean, I was about to crack open the sparkling cider. Pull out some baguettes and some Swiss cheese. Oh man, I could do with a baguette right now. Blow a freaking party horn. The enemy is apologizing to its visions of the Reaper. I love it. No, you don't like me either, huh? Nobody likes me. They're just putting up with me. I'm just annoying you. I should leave. Ah, why am I such an idiot? How did I not say it before? You weren't killing me because you liked me. Nobody does that. That's not a thing. Oh, sorry, I was being too loud. Ugh. I'm wasting your time, aren't I? Phew, I feel really strange. I think I need to go home and lie down. Oh, and about all this, sorry. Bleh, and then he dies. He's worth 300 gold, but as he said, he's only worth 1 experience. Wait. He gave me XP. He didn't give me EXP. Although it is that he actually did give me an EXP on the stat screen. Little typo? Possibly. I guess they didn't want people to get away with being able to kill this character, you know, and make it like, oh, he doesn't count for the pacifist run, go ahead, have fun. No, he counts. Anyway, BRB, gonna do it friendly now. Oh crud, I forgot this was my save point. Oh well, another short trot over to So Sorry. So we did the fight where we killed him. As you can see, it wasn't very interesting because all he did was the attack where he wiggles his tail at you, and it does like the color coordinated dodging sequences. You know, not the most fun in the world. His pacifist fight is a lot more interesting, actually. Mostly because it's sillier. I'll be honest. I get a kick out of it just being silly. And, you know, more interesting mechanics than just the single, you know, 3D tush wiggle attack, as they called it. Anytime you get to use the word tush legitimately is okay in my book. Anytime you get to use the word tush legitimately is okay. I'm probably going to invest in a keyboard that doesn't click. Just a FYI if anyone's curious. Oh, but you gotta get one that still feels good though. You can't, like, I can't sacrifice the performance just for the no clicky sounds. I don't know. Maybe there's a way I can fiddle with the microphone. I'm trying to get something out of my eye. Maybe I can fiddle with the microphone in some way. Actually, hang on. I'm going to buy some junk food. Just in case. I doubt it, but, you know, the passive fight is more dodging, so... shit could go south. Okay. So where's my pan? I'm practicing my menuing. Will I speedrun this game? I don't know. It's a possibility. I don't know what route I would do, though. Because I know for a fact I'm never going to be able to speedrun Genocide. / No Mercy. I'm trying to get out of the habit of calling it the Genocide Run, but I don't agree with the name No Mercy Run either, because the No Mercy Run is literally just a run where you don't spare anybody, but if you don't specifically hunt down every possible kill, it's not a Genocide Run. You know, so we need, like, a better term for it that isn't one of those two. Nope, now he's wearing a Jester's hat. Check. So sorry, this creature is definitely in the wrong time and space. I wonder if references like that and his mention of being in the wrong place is a reference to the fact that he doesn't really fit in, even though he was a backer character bought into the game, whereas Muffet was actually put in the narrative. Just a thought. Oh, I'm so sorry, how clumsy of me, I bumped into you. I'm such a klutz. I was just here to find something to draw and... no, it's okay, it's okay. I'll give you a gift to make up for your troubles. Let me look in my vest. Henry looks nervous. Something. You smile. They're a bit preoccupied. I couldn't find anything I want to give away. Wait, I've got my notebook. I can draw you a picture in it. I'm quite the artist, you know. I'll draw you a great picture. Ow, crap. Wrong color. Did the expression on the notebook change? I think the expression on the notebook changed. It might just be me. You weep. They're a bit preoccupied. Sorry, the drawing didn't come out very well. Wait, I know the problem. I just have to find a better piece of paper for it. Nope, there's one of the different attacks. As you can see, the paper sticks in your screen and takes up your space. Ah, crap. But then it goes away when the turn switches over. You smile. They're preoccupied. None of my papers are good enough to use. It's okay. I know what I can do. I'll use my magic pencil. It has to be under some of these papers somewhere. Ah, he's throwing more at me. Oh no, so much paper. Oh god. Ah. You say hello. They're a bit preoccupied. Here, I got it. My magic pencil is amazing. Everything I draw with it looks completely real. Uh-oh. That's a little too real. Nee hoi hoi manoi! Oh crap. Whoa. One of these. Ah! Everything's freaking out. Oh no. Ah! Okay, now how do I deal with these guys again? Doodlebog A. Doodlebog. Unknown attack and defense. Art let your wildest fantasies come to life. Ow. You draw a boat, away it goes. Oh god. Doodlebog C. Attack. Unknown, defense unknown. The C stands for seafaring. It likes to ride in a boat. Ah, no. You draw a boat. Away it goes. I've messed up. I've really messed up. Oh no. I'll just use a regular pencil. I'll try my best. Oh god. This gets a little hellish. Ah. Ow. Are you ready? I just finished. Here's your picture. What do you think? It's a representation of your deepest essence. You know, technically he's not wrong. Because as Flowey said, See that heart? That's your soul. It's the very culmination of your being. He's right. I mean, it's just a Valentine heart doodle on a piece of paper, mind you. It's great, right? They think my art is terrible. Well, I'll leave you with that thought. Goodbye. See you later. Sayonara. Nice knowing you. Hasta la vista. Picasso face. I should leave. And we get 100 gold for the encounter otherwise. But that's fine. Anyway, so that was So Sorry. A little more testing on Asgore. It's all good. I think we'll be ready for Omega Flowery come next. Because, I mean, there's a lot, again, like I've mentioned before, there's a lot of stuff I've missed. And, there's no way I'm going to get it all in one playthrough, let alone one, I'm sure you could do it in one playthrough, other than the fun value stuff, which is kind of broken, I've heard, anyway. I might have to test that once I have a full run, like a full true reset, because I heard that's one way to fix it. Oops. Oh well, I just needed a save point anyway. So yeah, like I'm not going to get everything in this that I could get in this exploitation playthrough in one playthrough anyway, and I don't want to do infinite playthroughs just trying to find everything in this game anyway. At least where like one playthrough consists of like 30 episodes and maybe I find like one thing. Like, you know, that's not good content for a channel. That's just flooding it. So I'm probably going to be ending this run soonish. I mean, we're going to still tinker with the stuff that you can in the True Pacifist run and so on and so forth, and the bits after Omega Flowery and Omega Flowery himself. But, other than that, I'll be jumping onto other runs. I'll probably start doing the short, this is how to get this ending run, the different neutral endings. So, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Twitter, subscription, Tumblr in the description as usual. Yeah, that's So Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't have a whole lot to be apologizing for. He's an interesting side character, and, he's a secret, so, I mean, you don't have to run into him anyway. And, the guy who made him, worked with Toby, actually. I read an interview about this. He actually worked with Toby on designing the character and making him kosher, because he is originally a character of questionable content, let's put it that way. I won't go into specifics. But they made him kosher, they made him cute, and they made him, work in the Undertale universe at least as a weird oddity. Like he doesn't fit into the main narrative like Muffet does, like I mentioned before, but he does fit in the, as a weird little, oh, that's a thing that happened, sort of misadventure that occurred. Like, you can almost see him as a fan character, like in Undertale Red, for example, something I'm going to be covering on the channel in the future, by the way, look forward to that. It's like, they don't fit, but they're cool, and they could have fit. Like, yeah, I don't know, I'm just rambling at this point. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and ciao for now.